Back, yes, indeed. Yes, he's here with us, but not with this uniform. If you were expecting to see that same uniform, no, that's not what we have here today. Mr. Shem Obafaiye is here with us as his Deputy Commandant General, NSCDC. But first of all, good morning. Thank you for coming on today.
Good morning.
And good to see you again after several years.
Yes, sir.
But now, you're not with the uniform, which is what we did ask. So tell us, why?
Because I'm retired.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now is retired Deputy Commandant General, NSCDC.
Yes, sir.
So what happened? I mean, how come the promotion came after retirement? Is that the decoration? What's the dynamics?
That's the act of God.
God does work in mysterious ways then, that's the say, right?
Yeah.
But why did they wait this long to do that?
Huh? I mean, got to explain that.
You don't want to tell us one now, then your Oga at the top. But I'm sure since that incident, you have received quite a lot of, I don't know how it was like for you after that interview. Did you grant any interviews after that?
No. No direct interview, except I made arrest and I paraded or give information about the arrest. So
you became, will I say, afraid of, were you afraid of the press, or were you suspect, did you hold us in suspicion after that particular interview?
No. Yeah, I didn't have any problem with the press. What happened came, the way it came, and so that one didn't really stop my work. I still continue with my work.
Okay.
Yeah.
But what was the reaction for you at work? And much after, what was the trajectory like for you?
Yeah, beautiful. People, the name became the great slogans globally. Oga the top, Oga the top. But all the same, it has, to me, it has not impacted my life negatively, no doubt about it. Though from some quarters, they projected it negatively. Insultive, but all the same. Yes, one of my cousins after the program said, "Brother," I said yes. He said, "Do you like national recognition?" I said yes. He said, "Be ready for national insult, national embarrassment, and whatsoever." I said, "Okay, well, if that is it, okay, no problem." So,
yeah, that's true. With recognition also comes criticisms, and that's what happens. But right now, well, at least for a few moments before you retired, you were the original Oga at the top. How did that feel? I mean, how did that feel?
Oh, the Oga at the top?
Yes. I mean, ascending the ranks, through the NSCDC.
Oh, beautiful. Something is, the rank don't just come like that. It has its factors, hard-working, commitment, yes, to duty. Yes, and I believe that's what happened. And the president magnanimously approved. Yes, my minister of interior as well. Yes, and my now the Oga at the top, my commandant general. Yes, the trios. I believe they agreed to say, let him go home with this rank even after retirement.
But how about your office? How did they respond to you after that interview?
Oh, beautiful. My office was so, how do I? There is this dynamics in every organization, because every organization has its ethics and values. Yes, the truth is, many did not really react negatively. They say, this man is more like a David in the Bible who was in the bush pursuing vandals at the pipeline. Why must he be the one to come here to tell the website or whatever it is? It was, they didn't react negatively to me, no doubt about that. They didn't react negatively.
Because at that time, I mean, I had reached out to the CG about that before that, and he said, no, that, he recommended you. That we should reach out to you, that you are capable and that you've done interviews before, that there's no problem whatsoever. He says, of course, why not? Until then, we had an interview. So I thought he might be angry in terms of what happened, but he didn't react negatively, did he?
Yeah. No, there was no negative reaction from him. I learned even there was a group of people that came to ask from him that they felt embarrassed about the the discussion at the channels, and he told them, it's not all the time that the best student wins a quiz. Yes, that man you see is still one of my best commandants in the organization. So, and that is just the truth.
So, but did you after that interview, did you then pay specific attention to the website?
And why not? Not that I didn't really know it that time, but then I had a lot of doubt because there is this part of the rules. They might say you are giving unauthorized information, and you could be dismissed with that. Yes, so that's what I was battling with in my mind that day, not that I didn't know it.
Okay, you are caught between, am I giving the right information or not?
Am I permitted? Because I was not. Yeah.
Because part of why we did that interview was people had written us several times that they were being defrauded. Okay. And so they wanted to know. So what is the correct website? How do I know that I'm not going to be defrauded? Because there were job racketeering, several things were happening. So we thought, okay, let's find out from the NSCDC themselves if that was true. So it means that maybe your office, did they have a second look as to, okay, how do we brief our men if they're going to go out and talk to the media? Are they allowed to speak in this way? Did anything of the sort happen?
No, they do. But then I was not informed. Only I was just told to come to the press to attend to you that time. Mm. So I even said I was not having any statistics in case I would need to prove what is happening with statistics. So, but it ended the way it ended.
Well, this is unusual. I mean, normally interviewers ask, the interviewers questions, but I was just wondering, do you have any questions for us?
For you?
Yes.
Oh, no way. I don't really. I believe I'm here this morning just to play with my friends, my big friends. Yes, no doubt about it. Yes, but one thing is this. Let me chip in this. In relationship with any organization, forthwith, if they are sending anybody, let the person be the person in charge of where you are going to ask questions. What I want to say is, I shouldn't be the one to tell you website when you already asked in the beginning of the interview. I told you I'm in operation, and you have been seeing me pursuing the vandals of the pipeline in Lagos. Yes, it should be somebody from headquarters in administration that should be asked such questions.
We should have been held accountable for the issues.
Because even the person should be able to tell you more about the job racketeering and whatever. Yes. So, like David in the wilderness, running after the sheep, I was pursuing the vandals. So, yes, initially when you were asking that time, this was in the information, I said, I wasn't aware. And your response was, are you saying the National Assembly members are telling lies? That was your question to me again. I said, well, I'm not saying anybody is telling lies. Yes, but I will tell you as much as I know. Yes. So if all my questions had gone through operation that day, I believe it will be more smoother and beautiful.
So that's the advice that you have for organizations, to always make sure that they send the people who are responsible for certain areas to be able to take questions from the press. I'm also very curious about that interview. Initially, I imagine that you might not have been able to laugh over it. I don't know how it went for you, but I imagine that now, many years after, are you able to watch it and laugh?
Why not? I watch it and I laugh. Just as many of us watch what we did during our childhood and laugh over it.
Did you say, child? Now maybe this.
Sure. Yeah. Someone still sent it to me on my WhatsApp yesterday. I watched and I was just laughing.
We've got our colleagues in Lagos. They've got questions for you. Go ahead, guys.
Well, it's cheery to note that, it's something that we can now laugh over now. Mr. Obafaiye, it's good to see you again, by the way. And you know what they say about no publicity being negative publicity. After all, today you'll probably be known as known more as Oga at the top. But I'd like to ask, at that time, not long afterwards, you were replaced, by another commandant in Lagos. Even though you have said that, you didn't get any feedback, any negative feedback, after that interview. Was that replacement as a result of the interview that you granted?
It was.
Okay, so did it come with any backlash from the home front? Was it a setback for you, so to speak?
Not really.
Why would you?
I was moved from Lagos. I was taken to Oyo Command.
Okay, so how did you handle it?
I was in Oyo for 1 year before I was moved to another command again.
Okay, so how did you handle it personally?
Myself?
Yes, the replacement.
It's a normal thing. You are in a federal government job, and definitely they can move you anytime.
Okay, perhaps we should.
So I didn't look at it to mean anything.
All right, Mr. Obafaiye, it's good to see you again. It's been about 10 years now. Since you looked at it and laughed yesterday, let's laugh with you this time around. Let's have a quick laugh with you.
Website of the NSCDC.
The website of NSCDC, yeah. Yes, will be I cannot categorically tell you one now, because the one that the one we are going to make use of, I'm not the one that is going to create it.
You see, the question is, what is your website? Okay.
The one that we are going to make use of is going to be made known by my Oga at the top. Yes, I can't announce one now, and my Oga says it's another one.
The NSCDC has multiple websites?
This is something we cannot have multiple websites, but the one that
not the one for employment.
It's not the one for employment.
Not the one for employment.
What is your website now? The one you use normally,
if you want to know about the NSCDC, what website do you go to?
Okay, if you want to know about NSCDC, as of now.
Exactly.
Okay, www.nscdc.
Yes.
Yes. So that's all.
There were so many insignias that people made, T-shirts and all of those things. I wonder, do you think you should arrest those people who made those T-shirts and didn't give you royalties for them?
Well, I don't need to. I forgive them.
One of the things that gets to me in that, public officers have to go through these kinds of things from time to time, and the backlash is usually on their families, their relatives, and all those things.
Yes, exactly.
How did any of those affect your close, your immediate family, your wife, your children, and perhaps even some other people close to you?
I would rather say my son, sometimes when he comes back from school, he say, "Daddy, my classmates are calling me Oga the top, Oga the top." Well, that was all, and it's part of it. Yeah, it's not a crime. I've not committed any crime. Yeah, so you go through such, and once you come out of it, life continues.
Yes. Just one last thing from me here. Even though you kind of spaded it earlier, it also goes to the challenge that some other public servants, such as yourself, back in time, still have. Some are unable to engage with the media. And these things are going to come from time to time, because part of the appointment letter would usually say any other duty that may be assigned. And some of those things they are ill prepared for. What would be your recommendation to those who are seemingly ill prepared for certain things, as you were at that time perhaps, and that they have to take on simply because they have to? And as you said, their Oga at the top asked them to come and do it.
Well, I have no advice, because it's just as you have rightly said, when you are given a position and you say and any other activities. So any other activities could mean any other activities. So and you only to pray. God help you in whichever activity assigned to you apart from your main duties.
So, I mean, it's good to see that so far everything went so good. But how did you deal with, because there was a lot of negative information too that came through, whether they had been sacked and things like that. That didn't affect you or the members?
Nothing like that. Nothing happened. Yes, yeah. Because immediately after the interview and I was changed, my principal, that is my Commandant General, just asked me to rest. So I was at home for 1 month resting. Then before they now moved me to Oyo State Command.
Did it affect you psychologically?
Definitely, it has to. Yeah, because I've never gone through such in life. But with the word of that, my cousin, I told you, but I know you have a future. Yes, if you are ready for national recognition, be ready for national embarrassment, harassment, insult, and whatsoever. I said, okay, is that so? Fine.
We also got some feedback as well. Some of them were positive, some of them were negative. Some people accused us of trying to finish your career. Some people... So I guess, you know, I don't know if in any way you have also taken a second look at social media, because one of the reasons why that interview went viral was as a result of social media.
Exactly.
Do you have any feelings towards the use of social media?
No, at all. We are in the age. So there's no way we can go back to what it was in the 60s, in the 70s. Also, yeah, we are in the age. And so that one makes people to be more careful.
Are you going to be patenting it? Will you be patenting my Oga at the top? Anybody who has to use it henceforth will have to pay you to use it.
My wife, we have the certificate. My wife did it. We have the patent.
She did?
Yeah.
Smart.
That's a wise woman.
That's in my house.
Oh, dear. Yeah. So be careful out there.
The Ministry of Investment and Trade, something like that, did it.
Fantastic.
We have
so people should be careful out there. So if you haven't done the needful, you know what to do.
So from now, anywhere I hear God it all without permission, Namonio.
So you see,
I like that.
That's a good way to go. A good way to end it.
You'll be sharing royalties with us.
I will.
Thank you for coming in. Good to see you again.
Thank you so much.
And all the best to you. And so Shem Obafaiye, now retired Deputy Commandant General of the NSCDC. And thank you too to the Ministry of Interior and the President. I mean, what a good job. Well done.
Thank you so much.
All right.